everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Scorebook Stories. We have a lot of interesting stuff to talk about, and no, me wearing Colorado Rockies gear is not the interesting stuff that we're going to be talking about. I'm hoping that wearing the Rockies gear gives the Rockies a little bit of luck and they can turn things around, go on a little bit of a winning streak, as if me wearing a Trevor Story Colorado Rockies jersey and a Colorado Rockies hat has anything to do with the success of the team. Anyway, we had a blockbuster trade, very big trade, but I think it was a bad trade that happened immediately after I uploaded the show last week. I uploaded the show, sat down, got comfortable, and I watched maybe 5 minutes of a baseball game. I can't remember which one. And my phone lit up. There it was. Trade happened. I was shocked. I was genuinely shocked. And that trade is obviously the Rafael Devers to San Francisco trade. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the Boston Red Sox optioning Kristian Campbell to AAA, which I think is wild. And Shohei Ohtani is getting back on the mound. I have some strong opinions on that. And I don't really know about it. But first, I want to say congratulations to the LSU Tigers for once again being the champions of the NCAA. Earlier today, the LSU Tigers defeated Coastal Carolina. I feel real bad for Coastal Carolina. They were playing so well. They played unbelievably throughout the entire tournament, and I wish this would have gone to 3 games. I wish I was not saying congratulations LSU today. I kind of wish I was saying it tomorrow, because I really wanted to see Coastal Carolina do something real special and get at least one win out in Omaha, because that just would have been unbelievable. But something that is unbelievable that did come out of this series was LSU's pitcher was insane. Unbelievable. He was great. What was his name? I can't remember. Cade Anderson. There it is. I found it. Cade Anderson was dominant from the beginning. Ends up winning the game for the Tigers 1-0 in a complete game shutout. He threw over 100 pitches. I forget exactly how many he threw. I think it was close to like 130. Like they let him go, but Coastal Carolina just couldn't touch him. It was so impressive, absolutely dominant. And congrats to that kid. And I know he's going to get drafted somewhere really, really good. Someone's really going to enjoy having that kind of an arm in their bullpen, in their starting rotation, wherever they end up putting him. But either way, congratulations to LSU. Congratulations. Hopefully they can do it again next year, and hopefully Coastal Carolina can come back for a little bit of revenge next year. But now let's dive into that Rafael Devers trade. Devers heading to San Francisco, like I said, literally 20 minutes after I uploaded the last episode for last week. Devers goes to San Francisco for Jordan Hicks, Kyle Harrison, James Tibbs III, and Jose Bayo. Jose Bayo is a right-handed pitcher. Tibbs the third was the number 4 ranked prospect in the Giants organization, so he's going to be very, very good. I looked him up on Pipeline. He has an ETA of 2026, so we probably won't see him in Boston this year, but things can also change depending on what's going on with Alex Bregman. Kyle Harrison was supposed to start last Sunday for the Giants, but got dealt and optioned directly to Worcester. So now he is in AAA. Hicks is still on the IL. I'm not exactly sure what his ETA will be to return as a starting arm or in the bullpen for the Red Sox. But Devers finished his season with the Red Sox, hitting .272, .401, .504 with 74 hits, 18 doubles, 15 home runs, 47 runs, 58 RBIs, 56 walks, and 76 Ks. Jordan Hicks is 1-5 through 13 games, starting 9 of them, and has posted a 6.47 ERA, 43 Ks, 20 walks in 48.2 innings. Not necessarily the greatest. Kyle Harrison is 1-1 through 8 games, starting 4 of them, and has posted a 4.56 ERA, 25 Ks, 9 walks through 23 2/3 innings. I think Kyle Harrison is the diamond in the rough here. I think Harrison has the potential to be a top arm in the MLB. I believe he's only 23 years old, 22, 23 years old. He's not a seasoned MLB pitcher right now. I expect him to get hit around quite a bit anytime he is out on the mound. So him getting sent to AAA does kind of suck. And I mean, obviously it stinks for him, but right now I don't think the Red Sox really need Harrison in the starting rotation, and he's going to get regular starts in AAA. He's going to be in their starting rotation down in Worcester, and he's going to develop the way the Red Sox want him to develop. He's going to become a pitcher that the Red Sox want him to become. In January of 2023, the Red Sox signed Devers to an extension through the 2033 season. That deal was worth $331 million over 11 years. The Giants are expected to pay out the rest of that contract, according to several reports, which includes 8 more years after this one. I'm not sure if this is going to be a long-term fix for the Giants. The Giants are in a very competitive race right now for the NL West. They needed a big boom like this, and Devers has come out and said he's willing to play wherever the Giants want him to play, which makes me think that there was a lot of other issues other than the Red Sox signing Alex Bregman. If I'm being honest, there had to have been some other issues with Devers and the Red Sox organization. I don't know what those issues were, though, because I'm not part of the organization. But either way, this past week, Rafael Devers hit 200 with a 273 and a 400 over 5 games. I do not have today's stats included. I'm not positive if the Giants played today. They probably did, and I didn't include the stats today for the game, if it even started yet. Anywho, Hicks is still on the IL to my knowledge. Harrison's option to AAA. Tibbs was assigned to AA Portland, and Bayo was assigned to the Florida Complex League. I think this is a bad trade for the Red Sox. I really do. You showed that Devers was going to be the face of your organization for years to come by giving him this extension. I understand there were some personal issues and some debate between ownership, the front office, and Devers management and his himself. So it kind of stinks to see Devers leaving Boston. I'm not going to lie, as a Yankee fan, I am quite happy to see him leaving Boston. But at the end of the day, like, this feels like a very light version of what the Mookie Betts trade was. Mookie Betts was traded away for little to nothing, and it broke the Red Sox fans' hearts. This one, I don't think broke Red Sox fans' hearts, but I do still see a lot of Red Sox fans being very, very upset with this. I've seen a number of reporters, a number of radio hosts, like, being very upset with this. And I mean, it makes sense. Devers was the guy. He was the main heartbeat of that team for so long. And he is a great player. He's a great third baseman. I saw that some people said he's not a great defensive third baseman. And he is. Like, stop. Unless you play third base in the MLB and you're better than Rafael Devers is, stop. He is a good third baseman. He is a very good defensive third baseman. He has a negative F WAR, but I think WAR is a made-up stat that means absolutely nothing. I said it. I hate WAR. I think WAR is stupid. It makes no sense. It's a dumb stat, and we don't need it. We don't need it because I've seen some people with a better fielding WAR than Rafael Devers who have made more errors than Rafael Devers made last year. So explain it to me. WAR is made up and it's stupid. Don't like it. Stay up to date on everything going on in the sports world by heading over to Seven Mountain Sports on Facebook, Seven Mountain Sports on X, on Instagram. We are on all of your favorite platforms, and you do not want to miss out on a single thing going on here at Seven Mountain Sports. Also, bad news for Boston Red Sox fans. Kristian Campbell was optioned to AAA Worcester. This makes their signing of Campbell look bad, in my opinion. It makes it look very, very bad. Campbell was out to an absolutely incredible start of this season, posting a over 300 batting average, 407 OBP, 495 slugging, 31 hits, 103 at bats, 19 singles, 8 doubles, 4 home runs, 18 runs, 12 RBIs, and 19 walks, 32 Ks through April. Great start. Since May 1st, Campbell has been declining rapidly, posting a 159 batting average, 243 OBP, 222 slugging with 20 hits through 126 at bats, 16 singles, 2 doubles, 2 home runs, 6 runs, 9 RBIs, 10 walks, and 40 Ks. Very rapid decline. The league adapts to the rookies. When a kid gets called up from AAA, he's going to boom right away. That's usually what happens. And then the league adapts to that player. They find your cold zones at the plate. They find out where you can't hit the ball. They find out if you can't hit a slider. They find out if you will chase a slider way out of the zone. They discover this stuff. They find it out. They get through it, and then they attack you. And as a big leaguer, you have to adapt to that adjustment that the league has made to you. If they catch on that you're swinging at sliders in the dirt, you need to stop swinging at sliders in the dirt. You need to adjust, because if you don't, they're just going to keep throwing it, and you're going to see this kind of a decline in a ball player. That's just how the MLB works. We've seen it forever, literally forever. That's what's happened. Campbell was signed to an 8-year, $60 million contract right at the beginning of this year. And like I said, I think this looks bad. I think it looks real bad. I expect a lot of the workload to be placed on Trevor Story and Jarren Duran to become the key leaders on this team now. Roman Anthony and Marcelo Mayer are really good. They are really good, and they are going to become great all-star big leaguers, in my opinion. I think Roman Anthony and Marcelo Mayer are going to perform, but they are still young. They are still struggling, and they are going to hit this slump that Kristian Campbell hit, where the league is going to adapt to how they play. They need to adapt to overcome those changes into how they are being pitched, into how they are playing the game. If they can't do that, they are going to struggle significantly and probably end up back in AAA, which I know they don't want to do. And I know that there is a lot of Red Sox fans that don't want to see that either. And like I said, as much as I'm a Yankees fan and I don't want to see the Red Sox improve, I don't want to see these kind of guys I don't want to say wasted. I don't want to see these kind of players hit a weird slump, then get sent down, and it absolutely crushes their confidence, because that's something else that can happen. Like, I want these guys to become great ball players. I love the Yankees so much. I want the Yankees to beat the Red Sox, but the game over last weekend, where they went into, I think it was 10 innings, and went into extra innings. Judge hit a home run to tie it in the top of the ninth. Like, those are the kind of games that I want to watch. If the Yankees lose those games to the Red Sox, yes, I'll be a little upset, but I'm still going to love that ball game. I don't want to see blowouts. I don't want the Yankees to go into Boston and absolutely smack the Red Sox around. I want them to win 1-0 games. I want it to be a rubber match. I love that baseball, and that's what I want to see every single time. And I want these two players, Roman Anthony and Marcelo Mayer, to add to this rivalry, add to the Red Sox, to make them a really good team. So that way these games between the Red Sox and the Yankees are so intense, so hyped up, and they come down to the very last pitch. That's what I'm looking for. And I think these two could be key pieces when it comes to the Red Sox organization improving over time. Now, to get off of Boston and back to the NL West, Shohei Ohtani is getting back on the mound. I think this is a move out of necessity. I really do. With 14 pitchers on the IL, they need competent arms to go out and eat innings. The problem is right now, I don't think Ohtani's a competent arm. I don't. In his first start back against the Padres, he threw 28 pitches in 1 inning pitched, gave up 1 earned run on 2 hits, 0 walks, 0 Ks, lands him at a 9 ERA. Today, he had a start against the Nationals, and he threw 18 pitches in 1 inning of work with 2 Ks, dropping his ERA to a 4.50 and allowing no runs. Listen, Ohtani's offensive numbers with the Angels were great. Great. While he was pitching and hitting, he was doing both with the Angels, and his numbers were very, very good. I think it was great. But once he became strictly a DH with the Dodgers, and I checked on multiple stat sites for this, he hit his career high in games played, plate appearances, at-bats, batting average, hits, doubles, home runs, RBIs, and stolen bases. I will say that again for you. Once he strictly became a DH with the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani hit his career highs in games played, plate appearance, at-bats, batting average, hits, doubles, home runs, RBIs, and stolen bases. He is a hitter. He needs to hit. End of story. His best year pitching was 2022. He threw 166 innings, which was 42nd in the league, with a 2.33 ERA, which was 6th in the league. And he had a record of 15-9 over 28 starts, and that 28 starts landed him at 51st in the league. Once all of these pitchers are back from the IL, the Dodgers need to determine, is Ohtani more valuable in a two-way aspect? Is he more valuable to the LA Dodgers as a pitcher that runs out every 5 or 6 days and has a start that's going to go 6 innings, not just 1? Or is he more valuable to the Dodgers as a strict DH? All he needs to focus on is DHing and hitting the ball out of the yard 50 times a year. The Dodgers need to decide that. If I'm the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani will not see the mound again for the duration of his contract with the Los Angeles Dodgers. He will not see the mound. It's not going to happen. That is what I would do. He is more valuable to this organization at the plate as a DH. End of story. I don't know how anyone could see it any other way. Is it cool to watch Ohtani pitch and hit? Yeah, it's cool. Nobody's really seen it before. Woohoo. It's cool. I like it. I don't think it's MVP worthy at all. Like at all. I really don't. I'm sorry. I don't. If you're average pitching, and if you're above average pitching and you are elite hitting, I don't think that makes you an MVP. I don't. I think the MVP on the Dodgers for the last 5 years has been Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts is the best player on that team, hands down. Hands down. And I know there's probably a lot of people that will disagree with me. Freddie Freeman, I think, is also better than Shohei Ohtani. I don't see Ohtani as a true, real MVP candidate, even if he starts actually pitching again, which I don't think he should be doing. I think he's a great pitcher. I think he's an above elite bat. The bat is more valuable, and that is where he needs to be. He needs to be at the plate. And if the Dodgers organization doesn't agree, we'll see where it ends up taking him. 7MM Sports is your hub for all things Seven Mountains Media Sports. You can watch the latest of Sports Talk with Steve Jones episodes. You can find what station you can listen to your favorite Penn State sports team on, and you can even get live social media updates all the time. All of these things are available along with every single show produced by Seven Mountains Sports over at 7mmsports.com. Moving on to standings and statistic updates. The Yankees are still on top of the AL East as of this morning. We had a whole day of games today, so things probably could be a little bit flipped, but for the most part, probably the same. As of this morning, June 22nd, the Yankees are on top of the East, 44 wins, 32 losses, followed by the Rays at 43 and 34, Blue Jays at 41 and 35. The Red Sox are 40 and 38, and the Orioles are in last in the East with 33 and 43. In the Central, the Tigers have the pretty commanding lead at 48 and 30, Guardians 38 and 37, Royals 38 and 39, Twins 37 39, and the White Sox at the bottom at 24 and 53. In the West, the Astros just kind of come out of nowhere, and they seem to just always find a way to win, and I don't understand because I think they got significantly worse from last year, but they are on top of the West, and they are 44 and 33, followed by the Mariners at 38 and 37, the Rangers 38 39, Angels 37 39, and the A's at 32 and 47. Over in the National League, the Mets are on top of the East with the Phillies at 46 and 31. The Braves are in third at 35 and 40. Just continuing to prove that the NL East is a two-horse race right now. The Nationals are 32 and 45, and the Miami Marlins are 30 and 45. In my notes, I put the team name of every organization except the Marlins. I don't know why I put Miami down. Whatever. Anyway, the Central has the Cubs on top at 46 and 30, Brewers at 42 and 35, Cardinals at 32 and 35 as well. The Reds are 39 and 38, and the Pirates are at the bottom at 30 and 48. Hopefully they can turn something around. And out in the West, the Dodgers are on top somehow, still winning ball games left and right, 47 and 31. Dodgers right behind them at 43 and 34. Padres at 41 and 35, and the Diamondbacks at 39 and 37. Plus, the Colorado Rockies are just chugging away, I guess. I think they're just closing their eyes and hoping for the season to be over every day when they wake up because they're 17 and 60. That's not good. Over in the statistical leaders, Aaron Judge leading the way, batting average 367. Jacob Wilson right behind him with a 353. Will Smith has a 328. Jonathan Aranda has a 326, and Jeremy Pena has a 324. When it comes to hits, Judge also leading the way with 104. Jacob Wilson 102. Jeremy Pena 97. Trey Turner at 92. Manny Machado at 89. With home runs, Cal Raleigh is the leader at 30. Well, I think he has 31 now. I think he hit a home run earlier today in the game. So he may have 31 right now. Aaron Judge right behind him at 27. Eugenio Suarez at 25. Ohtani also at 25. Kyle Schwarber is at 23. Pitching-wise, Paul Skeens has the ERA lead now with a 1.85, followed by Hunter Brown with a 1.88, Max Fried with a 2.05, Tarek Skubal 2.06, and Kyle Bubic at a 2.12. Strikeouts, Garrett Crochet leads the way with 125. Mackenzie Gore, 123. Zach Wheeler has 118. Tarek Skubal, 117. And Chris Sale has 114. In saves, Carlos Estevez, the only reliever on my fantasy team, now has the lead in saves with 22. Keep going, Carlos. Keep on going. Robert Suarez has 21. Kyle Finnegan, Andres Munoz, and Josh Hader all have 18 to round out the top 5. Now we have the storied player and pitcher of the week. The storied pitcher of the week goes to Clark Schmidt. 2 games started, 1 win, 0 losses, 0 ERA, 14.2 innings pitched, 51 total batters faced, 4 hits allowed, 0 earned runs, 2 walks, and 8 Ks. Great outings from Clark Schmidt. Absolutely loved it. 0 earned runs, just absolutely unbelievable. I think he had 2 great outings, especially after looking a little bit slow to get things rolling to begin his appearances as a starter. I like seeing him on the mound. I like when he is dealing like this. It's very entertaining to watch, and I think he's just an all-around strong pitcher that has the ability to do stuff like this consistently, but just needs to somehow figure out a way to rein it in and prevent balls from getting hit where people aren't. If I'm being honest, like he's a great pitcher. Clark Schmidt's amazing. I absolutely love Clark, but these 2 starts were above anything he's done all season, and I hope he can keep it up. For the storied player of the week, this one was pretty easy to pick. 6 games played, 24 at-bats, a 458 batting average, 5 singles, 1 double, 5 home runs, 6 runs, and 12 RBIs. It is going to my fantasy third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Suarez, I think, is genuinely a player that needs to consistently be playing at this level of production in order for the Diamondbacks to continue to see success. I don't think that this kind of a week is necessary out of Eugenio Suarez every single week. Like 5 home runs in a week is not normal. Like I think Eugenio Suarez had an unbelievable week, but if he can get somewhere close to this through 6 games played with 24 at bats, maybe like somewhere in the mid 300 batting average with maybe 1 to 2 home runs, if he can get in that ballpark every single week, Suarez is going to be a significant help to this Diamondbacks organization that isn't really that far out of their division. They are in 4th, but they are not far away. They can catch up and they can get in first place very, very easily with a number of good weeks. But this upcoming week, we have some great matchups. There's 2 that I really want to be paying attention to. That is the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Houston Astros. Bryce Harper is possibly going to be returning at some point during this series or later on in the week after the Houston series has concluded. There's not a 100% set date on Harper's return, but I'm going to be watching in case Harper does end up coming back during this. And it is a World Series rematch from 2 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that. But so that's pretty interesting to watch. I think it'll be great. Not a lot of guys from those teams are still around, but I really do want to watch this series. Houston's playing really good baseball, and the Phillies are working really, really hard to win ball games so that way they can try to surpass the Mets and move into first place. I also want to keep an eye on the Pittsburgh Pirates at the Milwaukee Brewers, specifically Wednesday's game with Paul Skeens and Jacob Misiorowski pitching. Misiorowski is unbelievable. He is so good, and it is so cool to watch him pitch. It's just a new arm that I haven't seen much of or seen before, and I'm really enjoying watching him pitch. And he's going to be going up against the ERA leader right now in the MLB and arguably the front runner for NL Cy Young in Paul Skeens. This is going to be a very dominant matchup. I think it's going to be an epic pitching duel, and I can't wait to see it. One thing that I really can't wait to see is Skubal versus Skeens, and obviously the Detroit Tigers and Pittsburgh Pirates hate all baseball fans everywhere because they didn't allow that matchup to happen. Anyway, that is all the time I have for you here today on Scorebook Stories. So make sure you are subscribed to 7 Mountain Sports on YouTube to never miss an episode of Scorebook Stories, and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, wherever you prefer to consume your social media content. Give us a follow at 7 Mountain Sports to stay up to date with things going on. I'm Alec, and I'm out of here. Go watch some baseball, everybody.